Hello everyone, good morning. Yalancy Peterson here. Today it is Sunday, December 22nd, 2019. It's now 12:47 in the afternoon. I'm currently in the city of Loma Linda. I've never been here before. And I am driving en route to Palm Springs. This video is not monetized, and when I go through what I need to say in this video, you will completely understand why. I just received an email from a fellow rideshare driver who plans to kill himself. He wants to commit suicide. And I read the letter that he wrote, and I know he's going to do it if he hasn't already done it. I met him a few weeks ago in person. Wonderful person. We shared a meal together, and he was insistent on buying me food, but I refused to buy food from him at first because I was ashamed that I did not have money and I did not want to take money from him. But he implored me, please, please. So after about 30 minutes, and after he finished eating, I took advantage of his offer, and I shared a good meal with him. There was something about him in our interaction that was telling me I was going to receive a message like this, if not outright hear that he had taken his life. And so I'm about to drive off to continue my trip to Palm Springs, and something told me, check your email. And when I read his email, he was saying goodbye. I thought about it for a minute, and I told him that I would not disclose who he is. But I will say this, and this is and I've mentioned this before, but you'll understand why I am making this video, because this video is going out to speak to not just drivers, but anyone who feels that they need to take their lives. I know exactly how you feel. And when I say I know, I mean I am in your shoes. Now, I am confident that I will not take my life, but I think about it all the time. I truly do. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. I don't know exactly why I'm going to do it. But at the end of the day, I've decided not to do it. And the reason why is because I want to know exactly how all of this is going to turn out. Will I end up on top of the hill, or will I end up living under a bridge? I'm pretty close to living under a bridge right now, but I know in my heart that in the end, everything is going to be okay. I'm not going to go into a long, drawn-out process of how I came to be confident, but even to this day, I think about taking my life. In fact, just last week when I was in the Yukon, and the brakes went bad on the Yukon, and I thought about all the disappointment of not making the money with the Yukon, and the fact that my finances have collapsed, and I'm living in rented vehicles, and I'm not producing the money necessary to bring me back to a state of acceptable living, it's like, you know what? I should just go on ahead and end it. What keeps me going is very simple. I ask myself every day when I wake up, what can I do to fix this problem? I consider this. I am healthy. I am in my right mind. I have all of my fingers and all of my toes. I can go to the bathroom by myself. I can take a shower by myself. I can see. I can hear. I can talk. I have all of my teeth. I look good. I bring up every positive thing going for me right now in this moment as I shared with you, because I look at the totality of the situation. I will be okay. I don't have a criminal record. I can get a job. I can go back to a job. I have a car. I can produce $100 today that I can use today. I have an address. I have debit cards. I'm free to travel about the country. I can get a passport and go around the world. I can fix my situation. I have people that care about me on a tertiary level, dealing with the internet, to a close level with family and friends. The fact that I can't live with them, hey, that's life. I don't have it like that. But the thing is, I have protection from the elements. I see people in the streets with no legs, with no arms. They have serious physical deformities. They are sleeping on the sidewalk. They haven't had a shower in weeks. But some way, somehow, some way, some miraculous way, they get up every day and they try again to make tomorrow, they try again today to make tomorrow better than yesterday. It's amazing. I will never forget this moment. I was a bus operator driving line 217, and there was a young white guy who came on board the bus, and he was clutching $5 to his chest. $5. And I looked at him and I said, no, man, you need that $5 more than Metro needs this $5. This young man had no hands. His hands were literally cut off. They were sheared off straight. So it wasn't a birth defect. Something happened to him and his arms, his hands were cut off. He couldn't pull his pants up. And he smelled so incredibly bad. I dealt with a lot of homeless people as a bus operator, but I have never smelled someone who smelled as bad as he did. I could see through the dirt and the muck, and he was a very handsome guy. But he couldn't care for himself. Imagine how your life would be if you had no hands. You couldn't put on clothes. You couldn't pull up your pants. You couldn't wipe yourself after going to the restroom. He spoke in a manner that I describe as he was having an intellectual storm going on in his head. Nothing he said made complete sense. He had just enough sense to come on board the bus to hold $5 to show that he could actually pay the fare of $1.75. I let him go. I said, no, man, you need the $5. He got on board the bus. He scrawled out against one of the chairs. I gave him no problems, because that's someone who needs help. He can walk, he can see, he can hear, but he can't communicate, and he can't care for himself because he had no hands. So my thing is, I'm not going to take my life. The only way at this point I would take my life is if I were in severe, crippling physical pain. At the end of the day, I can fix my situation. I know I can fix my situation. I have too much knowledge and too many opportunities that come my way to do what I need to do to fix my situation. So what? I had a BMW. I went down to a Yukon, went down to a Prius. I can make $100 a day with this car, and I can rebuild myself from there. I need so much money to fix my problems, I'm not even going to discuss that. But what I say to those of you who have been completely devastated by whatever got you to the situation where you feel that you have to end your life, I want you to consider everything that's positive in your life. And then ask the question, with all of those things that are going on that's positive in your life, what is the first thing you can do to fix your situation? All you need is a plan and time, and you can fix this. But if you still decide to take your life, I understand, because I know on many levels, I know exactly how you feel. Thank you very much, and I hope in some small way, I really do hope this message helps someone. Take care.